Alright folks, I'm playing the game M.U.D.S, Mean, Ugly, Dirty Sport on ClassicReload.com. I'm in the 4th city, Thoran, using an emulator. Now first we're going to go to the market and we're going to look to see if there's anyone worth buying. I have a human here who's worth 822. He's not very talented. A couple bulls, at least one bull. He's worth 841. You can see his full value there. And I'm essentially looking to see if they have anyone who's a better player than what I already have on my team. This market doesn't seem to have much. Now, I don't like these little reptile looking guys. The bulls can be okay. But I already know what my team has. Oh, he's pretty talented. But there's not too many. Ooh, wow, he's very skilled. Speed, strength. Ooh, maybe I'll pick up a Whizzle. I don't know. I picked up a Whizzle. All right. So normally I don't like the little reptiles, but I'm gonna give him a try. And let's see. I guess I should check into a hotel. I don't check into the 0 stars. I feel like that hurts your morale. So I'm gonna go to a 1-star hotel. $600 a week. Thank you. Okay. You can display your team here. This is what my team looks like. Got the 2 worms. They'll probably be starters and a couple of humans. I'm going to give this little reptile a shot at some point, and then obviously bulls are my backup strong if I need anyone. So let's see. 1-star hotel. Everyone's already been healed. I can't save because it's a DOS game, or it's a, I don't know, it's an emulator. And so I guess my best option right now is to go ahead and go to the field and notify them that I'm about to play a game. Notify, costs $1,000, I have it. And then I'm going to pass some time till game day. You can go to a tavern or whatever, try to bribe players, but I don't normally do that. I'm going to place a bet on my Tampa team. Yep, you saw it. And click OK. And so we've got our bet placed. And we will play match. I'll do computer versus computer. And I will do $200 worth of flunking, which is essentially bribing, I guess, maybe 2 of the balls. So for anyone who's not familiar here, this is a game that essentially is rugby. These people are supposed to have been prisoners or whatnot in whatever country, whatever realm they live. This game was launched by Rainbow Arts in 1990, and it's currently Abandonware. Again, you can get it at ClassicReload.com. So we're going to go ahead and put these worm guys as my offensive players. They're called attackers. And then my best player is this human, number 7. He's going to be my hero, or center. And then my defensive players, I like guys who are strong enough to play defense, knock a few folks down. So number 2 is a pretty good human, and number 6 is a pretty good human. I like to play offensive, that your guys cheat a little bit towards the north of the field, and we'll go ahead and get this game started for you. So it starts off, and you can see the grass is pretty green. The referee is on the far left, and it looks like the the team I'm playing is starting off with 3 humans and 2 bulls. Bulls are kind of made for defense. They're very slow, very strong, hard to knock over, and hard to kill. And in this game, you can win. Ooh, that was scary. Somebody just jumped into the ditch, and they're about to get eaten by a shark, and we'll cover that here in a second. So they just lost a player, which sucks for them, but it's good for me because they may have lost one of their best players being their offensive position. So I'm not going to change my lineup. They had to put a substitute in. They put a warlock, who is the guy in the top center of the screen. My human takes the ball. Essentially, you have 8 balls, 7 balls, and whoever scores the most out of the 7 balls wins. If you dunk it, you get 2 points. If you shoot a basket, you get 1 point. And it's tied 1-1 on our, and we've gone through 2 balls. My human here is pretty quick. Games usually take about 10 minutes. Ooh, I always hate to see my guys get thrown or pushed into the water. If it's on the opposite side of the shark, you're okay, but if it's on the side of the shark, you're usually dead. And he will appear next time. He'll generate on the other side of the board. My worms are pretty quick, but their only weakness is they die easily, so you have to take them out of the game before they get too beat up. Humans are usually pretty good all-around players. They've got a lot of potential, but they have to train a little bit in this game. You can do training before your games if you like. It's actually kind of a fun game, considering it was an Amiga game and a Commodore game in 1990. The big seller in Italy, Germany, and the UK. Never really made it big in the United States, but it is about essentially rugby. So a couple ways to win is just have the most points. The opposite team can just quit, which apparently a war can break out. I've never seen that. That's in later rounds. Or all the players die. That means they've gotten beat up, their health is down, or they get eaten by sharks, or in later rounds, other things that come out of the water. I think there's an octopus and whatnot. There's a tavern that you can visit in the city and bribe or buy other players. They cost about 3 times as much as they do on the market to steal them from the opposition. Ooh. Faster players make it out of the moat a little quicker, so this guy's going to make it out because he's a faster player, but if you put a slow player in the moat, he would have a better chance of getting eaten. The ball is called a flunk. Ooh. Which is a very tough amphibious creature that they use to throw into the, I think it's called the flunk barrel, which is essentially your basket. Ah, am I behind here? Didn't realize I didn't score yet. So I guess we're only on our second ball. I thought we were tied 1-1, but I'm down. So one thing I've noticed in this game is if you're not getting a lot of shots on offense and things just aren't working for you, that's a good sign that you need to change the players that you have playing. The referees, you can try to bribe them in the tavern, but it's my understanding that they only, even if you bribe them, they're very honest, so they will hold it against you and call the game against you for the attempted bribery. Usually I don't try to take the other team out. You can go into a mode that's aggressive and try to beat them up and kill all their players. But doing that usually only hurts yourself because you lose a lot of players, and losing players is costly. Something to note is when your player is down for any good amount of time, after he's tackled, it usually means that he's getting a little weak and maybe you need to change him out. So I'd consider this is a harder team to beat early on. I'm doing okay, though. I'm not going to change my team at this point because you notice I'm on the offensive side of the field a lot, which is a good sign that I'm doing all right. But every once in a while I want to call a timeout and just make sure that my player's health is okay. I don't think that I should have to worry about it yet, but it'll sneak up on you sometimes. You don't want someone to die just because you didn't place them out. Oh man, I was hoping the shark was going to come out of the other side. That player's pretty fast and would have made it out anyway. So if you play this game and you know anything about it, if you played it in the past, go ahead and leave a game review. Give your comments and your strategy. On this MS-DOS game, I don't know. There's kind of a security code that you need to match up to get to the later rounds. It used to be like a card that you would use to make sure you didn't play a copied version of the game. I don't have that card, so if you have a copy of that card, upload it online and send me a link. That would be great. Put it in the comments. Ooh, someone's about to get eaten. That's always great when the other team gets eaten. I've been very fortunate. I've only lost one player in this campaign, and I'm on my 4th game. So looking at my health is the bottom line here. Number 6 is getting down there, but nothing to worry about yet. Just for the grins and giggles, I'm going to swap out just to see that player I bought, the little reptile guy. Usually I don't like those reptiles because they're a little weak. They get tackled too easy. But I want to see what he can do. So I'm going to put my humans on attack. That's the position. Make him the hero and put these guys on defense. And we'll mix it up with a different team up there. His stats looked good. I just have never had good luck with these little guys because they're so small. It seems like everyone just throws them to the ground. But it said he had good strength. See how he's already laying on the ground? See, like he just tried to tackle someone and he fell down. So we're gonna see. My human, number 7, he's my hero. Like he should be my center position. You can play with a mouse. You can play with a keyboard, which most people, when they play controls, they use the keyboard because it's just easier than a mouse. I think there may be some options for a joystick as well. I've never done that. And in this case, I'm letting the computer simulate play, and I'm just being a coach. Kind of the weaker way to do it, but I kind of like strategy games, and this turns it more into a strategy game of picking out the right players to win. Now again, my little reptile guy isn't doing much. He's laying on the ground dead again, so see, he just tried to tackle someone and he fell down. So I may indeed, next chance I get, call a timeout and substitute him out. Come on. I always hope the shark comes from the side that the player's closest to. We'll give him one more time down the field. See, he lost the ball just that quickly. Supposed to be fast, loses the ball. In this game, something to note is it's almost impossible to score 4 or more goals in a row. For whatever reason, once you score 3 or 4 goals, the computer-generated team always does amazing. Like they always score a goal immediately. See, I think I'm going to call a timeout when the ball... Ooh. Oh, the shark turns around. Will he get him? The suspense. That was ridiculous. I thought he had him. So I'm going to call a timeout. I'm going to get this little twerp out of here. He was a waste of money. I'm going to sell him next chance I get. He doesn't look that powerful. Okay, so you can see morale isn't that important to me, but this guy's morale is fantastic. He played a lot, and I think that helps morale. We're going to move number 7 down here. Move my... 7's probably my best player. I don't know. Let's move my humans to offense. Which is my best human? You know what? He's a little better. Pairs have to match up in offense and defense here. And then we're going to go ahead and move these guys. I don't know what they're called. They're pretty good defenders. What are they called? Etants. And meanwhile, I'm going to talk about bulls. You can see they're strong, high morale, high stamina, great health. They're just slow and dumb. They do stupid things. You never want an offense. They'll just jump in a ravine. Go back to the game. If you accidentally hit escape during gameplay, it's forfeit. It means you left the field. So you don't want to do that. See how much better it is to have a human as your offensive leader, your hero? And they took a timeout. They didn't want none of me. Let's keep playing. The bulls always remind me of ogres. According to the manual, says bulls are dumb and oftentimes convinced to do crimes as accomplices, but they don't mind being arrested because then they get to play rugby or mean, ugly, dirty sport. M.U.D.S. Alright, ooh, these humans. Alright. The other team is running a human and 2 warlocks, you can see. The warlocks are, what are they like? Armadillo? No, I don't know what they are. But I know my human rocks. That's got to be, what, our 6th ball? 7. We're on the 7s. That was our 6th. And so whoever scores the next point would win. If I was them, I would go into an aggressive mode right now and try to beat up my players to death because they don't... There's no way they can win by points now. The only way they can win is if I run out of players. So I just want to score that goal and end the game. You see they've got 2 bulls on defense. I don't know, bulls are a little slow, but I always keep a couple bulls on my team because they're hard to kill, and if I ever just start running out of players, it's good to keep them there because they're probably not going to die very easily on defense anyway. Hey, and I didn't mind them scoring because that means I win. So we're okay with that. So as soon as he gets out of the pit, referee calls, and that's the game, folks. And they'll show my my fist. All right, I'm the fisters. I'm something. Now let's look at the stats. I scored 5. They scored 2. My human scored all my points. I don't want to lose him in a ditch. The game was almost 10 minutes, and I earned $4,500. Pitches. That means I threw the ball into the barrel. Jumps. They moved more than me. Tackles made. They tackled more than I did. They won more tackles. They had a lot of big players out there. They only lost 2 players in the ditch. I thought it was 3. And see, my morale went down a little bit. My speed stayed the same. My skill went up. And my health went down. I can go to a healer for that. So stats. And I guess I just bribed 1 guy with my $200. They bribed 2. No more stats. Okay, congratulations. All your strain you've had past the region. For all the strain you've had past the region, victorious, next higher level league. See, I don't know the coordinates, and this is going to shut me out here. So I don't know how to get to the next level. I'm going to hit enter. Okay. See, I'm in demo mode, which means I can no longer leave the region. I don't even think I can leave the city. So I collected my winnings. I try to leave the city. See, my taxes are $1 million because I don't know the code to get out of the city, which I think is horrible. So if anyone there knows the code to get out of the city, like with this DOS game, if you've got a copy of the codes, that'd be great. So right now I'm stuck on the 4th city. Can't get any further. Got a neat team. Got a little bit of money now, so I guess I could just waste time. Look at my expenses. I owe $1 million because I can't leave. It's ridiculous. Taxes. Man, taxes get you every time, don't they? And let's do a screen capture. Maybe we'll show what my team looks like. Here's my team. Display team. My bulls. My humans. This little shit. And that's it, folks. Well, I mean, we could have a little bit of fun. We'll borrow some money, stay at a different hotel. Might as well stay at a nice hotel, right? I'm going to close down anyway. Yeah, sure, why not? Can't go anywhere. Might as well stay someplace nice till they kick me out. Hang on, I should probably heal my team. And then we're going to go pick a fight at the bar and end this damn thing. Everyone looking healthy? Yeah, of course you're not. I was 4-0 though. I remember as a kid, I wasn't as good at this game. I don't feel like I mastered the game strategy as well when I was a kid. Now it seems easier to win games as long as you kind of pay attention to the screen, don't do anything stupid, don't borrow too much money from a loan shark, don't waste your money, you'll do fine in this game. A nice healthy team here. So let's go to the bar, pick a fight, and be done with it. Where's the bar? Is that the bar? There we go. Here's my account. I have $10,000. Small talk. Let's get someone not loyal to their team. Let's see. Let's buy this guy. See if we can get him. Really? No one I can buy a drink? These assholes. What if I buy a round? 120 bucks I'm buying a round. Small talk. Oh, damn it. I want to bribe some bitches. Buy another round. Small talk. Anyone? Come on. Someone wants to get bought. Assholes. Alright, assholes. Guess what? Team's gonna beat your team's ass. You can go home now. We look after this problem. What does that mean? Okay, small talk. These assholes are all loyal to their team. I don't like it. Alright, well, that was useless. Alright, folks, go ahead and click like, comment, subscribe for new discussion and videos every dang week. Adios, amigos.